Hi everybody, my name is Matt Eisenhood. I'm a builder and a customer experience specialist here at Supertramp Campers. This is another installment of our YouTube how-to series, and today we're going to be discussing the battery charging and maintaining systems on board the Flagship LT. The Flagship comes with 3 different ways to charge your battery bank: 330 watts of solar power on the roof, 30 amps of DC-DC power from your truck's alternator back to the camper, or 10 amps of AC-DC shore power. If equipped with air conditioner, the camper gets upgraded to a 45 amp smart lithium charger. All of the chargers on board are smart chargers, meaning that they monitor your battery's current input and output, and they regulate their current input and output to efficiently maintain your battery bank. In addition to the Victron Smart Solar Controller and DC-DC charger, we also use a Victron Smart BMV to monitor the battery bank's current input and output. That can be read via our digital readout in the utility area or via the Victron Connect app. Let's dive a little deeper into the app and learn about some helpful features. So with your phone's Bluetooth enabled, let's go ahead and open up the Victron Connect app. Let's select the Smart BMV. When connecting for the first time, it's going to ask you for a 6-digit PIN code, and that's going to be 6 zeros by default. Front and center here we have your battery percentage, and then moving down we have some other important data readouts. First, we have our voltage, which is your battery bank's voltage currently. We have current, which is the total combined current input or output of your battery bank. Power is the same thing, just measured in watts. Consumed amp hours is the total amp hours consumed by your battery bank since your last charge to 100%. Time remaining is a general estimate of how much time you have left with your battery bank's charge level and power needs. Coming up to the top, we can select our History tab. This page contains historical data about your battery bank's usage over its lifetime. So now that you have a better understanding of the app's interface, let's go ahead and jump back to the device list and jump into the Smart Solar. As you can see, this page looks very similar to the Smart BMV status page. Front and center is your total watts being gathered by the solar panels, and as you move down, you can see some other data readouts just like the Smart BMV. Under the Solar tab, we have our voltage reading, which is the total amount of volts being produced by the solar panels. Current tells you the amount of amps being produced by the solar panels. Under the Battery tab, voltage tells you your total battery bank's voltage. Current tells you total combined current draw from your battery bank. Now we can jump over to the Solar History page. This looks a little bit different than the Smart BMV History page, but it's super helpful for tracking historical solar stats. You can go in and you can look at how much time you spent on float, how much time you spent on absorption, and how much time you spent on bulk charging. You can use this all the way out to 30 days. One note about the Smart Solar status page: if you're not seeing a full 330 watts, don't be alarmed, this is totally normal. There's a lot of different factors that can affect how much power your solar panels are gathering. Dirty panels, not enough sunshine, or your batteries can be approaching full charge. This is a smart controller, so it knows how much power your batteries need and will regulate that amount of power it's putting in accordingly. If your batteries are at 95%, you're not going to be getting a full 330 watts. Lastly, we can jump into the Orion Smart DC-DC status page. You're not going to get a whole lot of information on this page, but it is helpful to see how much power you're getting from your alternator back to your camper. The device uses engine shutdown detection technology to sense when your truck's engine is on or off, and it will automatically turn the charger off when your truck's off, keeping your starter battery fully charged. If you notice an exclamation mark on the gear icon, that means that there is an update available from Victron. Go ahead and update the device to ensure that you're running the most recent version of the firmware. Hopefully this video helps you gain a better understanding of the Victron Connect app and the charging and monitoring systems of the Flagship LT. As always, give us a shout if you have any questions. Now get out there and go camping.